Today we are playing your deck as the number 3 ranked player in Mythic Standard. That's right, you, the subscriber. This is one of the decks submitted to me as part of the garbage tier membership. I'm probably going to rename that to Spicy Taco because I don't want you guys to feel too bad about it. But this deck was submitted by Kai G, so we are going to give it a go here. What we're going to do, it's pretty spicy. It's certainly more spicy than my usual list. We're going to run it in the play queue to start just to get a feel for it, and then I think I will tweak it up a bit before we dive into top 3 ranked Mythic Standard. But it is exciting. We got 3 copies of the 7-mana Ugin. We have 4 copies of the 6-mana Dragonback Assault, a card I have not played yet. It's an enchantment. When it enters, deals 3 damage to each creature and each planeswalker, and it has landfall. Whenever a land you control enters, create a 4/4 red dragon creature token with flying. Kai has some fabled passages in here to facilitate that. We can, play the land, sack it, fetch another land, trigger the Dragonback Assault twice. That's pretty cool. We have 2 copies of Call of the Spirit Dragons. White, blue, black, red, and green for a mythic rare enchantment. Dragons you control have indestructible. At the beginning of your upkeep, for each color, put a +1 counter on a dragon you control of that color. If you put a +1 counter on 5 dragons this way, you win the game. I don't think we need more than 1 of this card. This card is going to do absolutely nothing for a long time, but if we have 5 dragons, I think we'll win the game. I think that's kind of the bit there. I don't know if we need more than 1 in terms of, even at maximum spiciness, I think 1 is enough. 3 copies of Breaching Dragonstorm. It's an interesting card. This was a little bit lackluster for me when I was running my Alara deck. Like if you're ramping into a 5-drop, it's got to pop off, and this is hit or miss, so we'll try it out here, and then the rest of it looks really reasonable for the most part to me. We got some Encroaching Dragonstorms in here. We have a lot of basics to fetch up, so including some a plains and a swamp to potentially get that Call of the Spirit Dragon. We have the Ill-Timed Explosion, which I like a lot. It's a good sweeper, and if it's in a dead matchup, you can always just pay for it and draw 2 and discard nothing. Dragonstorm Globe is a interesting ramp source. This card is very good in sealed. I think there are lots of good sealed decks built around this. I don't know how many dragons we're going to have enter with the +1 counters, but we'll definitely get to add 1 mana of any color. Brotherhood's End is looking very strong here. It is a 3-mana sweeper that can also sweep artifacts, so it seems like it'll get even better today versus the Steel Cutter 2-mana artifact. Some Whirling Dragonstorm to draw discard on 2. Some negates in the main board in best of 1, which I'm a little bit suspect about. And then some Spectral Denial, potentially a very cool counterspell because it gets cheaper for each creature you control with power 4 or greater, and we are hoping to spit out lots of 4/4 dragons. So this is the starting deck by Kai G. It is a 10 out of 10 spiciness level compared to my usual decks, which are like a 2 out of 10 spiciness level, but we are going to run it down here today for you guys. If you want to join the garbage tier membership, which I'm going to rename to the Spicy Taco membership, it does let you submit decks to me, and I will give them a go and play them up. Here we go, V1. I do have V2 prepped. I do know where I think I want to take the deck next. I am excited for this. I think this is going to be quite fun. Thank you again, Kai G, for submitting this deck list. It's going to be a good time. If not, we're gonna have some good memories, if nothing else. I get lots of comments about how to actually find the membership button. Apparently, it is not obvious. To my knowledge, there is no button for it on any mobile phone application. If you've downloaded the YouTube app, you cannot find it there. If you go to the website, youtube.com, and navigate to my channel, that is where you find it. As far as I know, I think the engineering team, it's a more cramped space to put stuff, so maybe they're just like, let's not put the button here. It's too much to fit. We are on the draw. We have a little draw discard, a little ramp. Color's looking good. Deck is broken. We're up against Demon Hunter. Yeah, let's go. Let's get it done. White. Okay. Mountain or forest? Alright, I guess you were just red for now. I have only watched... I don't know if I've watched all of Demon Hunter. I feel like I watched part of it a long time ago. And then I was at like a viewing party or something, and I'm not sure what happened. Cannot remember. Okay. Draw discard here. Opponent is on like Boros. Not really sure what. I don't think we need all of our 6-drops. But we're gonna ramp into it very easily, aren't we? So maybe we just run back these assaults, bin the next Dragonstorm, keep all the lands. We are gonna need to find green eventually. Windcrag Siege. Okay. Blue and red. Yeah, we do need to find green somehow. This is if we mountain or forest, which we do not have yet. Alright, so do nothing here. If we kept the Dragonstorm, we could have tried to draw discard a little more into a green. I think that would have been better. Colors are a bit tricky here. Archangel Elspeth.
We can save everyone.
Ah, the 4-mana Elspeth. Counterspell gives us something to do here. Pay X equals 3, counter unless they pay 3. It's not the 5-mana angel, though. Alright, yeah, you can get countered, I suppose. Only have to pay X equals 1, but got nothing better to do. Okay, so we Dragonstorm here, and Assault is very good against them if we can get to it. Whew, hot damn. Deck is busted. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, Kai, I see you. That's what I'm talking about, baby. All right, the next Elspeth, the 5-mana one. Double tokens. One to the face. Land off the top. We don't have green, though, so we have to Dragonstorm again here. Again, to get green, we need a mountain or a forest, which you do not have. Okay, sure. There's the green. If we control a forest or an island, which we have, okay. We like lands in general. Having a counterspell is good. I mean, I think numerous assaults back-to-back is kind of enough to win the game. If we just assault and land every turn, do we even need... Probably don't need the negate. And I don't think we're going to have time for Dragonstorm for a while. But I guess this land can go too. Okay, not bad. Finally have the green source. Make a 4/4. We're doing things. Return the Dragonstorm back to the hand. Oh my gosh, Kai. Kai, you've outdone yourself. I don't know how we deal with Elspeth, though. Maybe we just ignore her. If they don't kill the 4/4, we can attack it. And then Dragon back Assault again. We do have 1 mana open for a... If they tapped out completely, we could counter something here. If they had a 6-drop. Because it'll cost 1 less to cast for each creature controlled power 4 or greater. This one counter, okay. Alright. Cool. Alright, I think we just sweep and attack Elspeth. Technically, we do want to hold up in blue again. Alright. Attack Elspeth. It lands. God, this is the best deck I've ever played. This is what I call a spicy taco right here. Looks like we're going to crush the opponent. Maybe we'll go Dragonstorm this turn. And save the Assault for another Planeswalker if they don't play anything out here. Now we have a counterspell for X equals 2 open. So if they cast a 5-drop? Lifelink and Haste. I think we will block. I mean, we have infinite of these things, right? It is what it is. Get their lifelink. Does that thing have to attack? No. Destroy all creatures. So they can pay the X equals 2, right? Yeah, so this is not productive. That's okay. Whew. Damn. Alright, I think we will just Dragonstorm twice. Technically, if we do this first, we'll return the one back to our hand. So we don't deck ourselves. 30 cards left. Negate's looking good. I mean, what does it really take to win here? I almost think these Dragonstorms... I don't think we need more of these. Like, I think the negate is looking better overall. Run out this guy, leave blue open. Hopefully there are basics left in the deck. Yeah, we're liking blue right now these days. I mean, we're pretty good on everything here, right? We were tight on green before, but we're okay on green now. I don't have much more green to play. We'll just take 2 blues. Whew. Bounce these back to hand. It's fine by me. Alright. Hold on to the negate. The deck is perfect. It doesn't need any changes. Let's go. Okay, alright. Damn, that was such a good game. I really don't want to take it into top 3 ranks Mythic though. Let's do one more. The thing is, all my changes are going to make it less fun than what just happened, but I'm probably still right? Let's run one more back in the play queue before we hop into top 3 ranked Mythic Standard. Oh man. All right, if we do well here, we'll run one ranked game as is and just hope to get not get steamrolled by mono red. Okay. All right, on the play here. Nothing to do for the first 3 turns. But the mana's looking pretty good here, right? Right? It's gonna be fine. This feels like a get run over by mono red hand, but in the play queue, could be busted and broken. Both busted and broken simultaneously. All the things. You won't believe this deck. Huh. All right, so it's Jeskai Oculus. We have no graveyard hate, but that's okay. Explosion can kill lots of stuff. Here's our red source. Get our ramp game going. I guess we'll just Dragonstorm into Assault. I mean, if they don't have an Oculus, it does sweep the board quite nicely. And we're just watching out for the blue Spell Pierce. Okay. Well, the other option is to go ahead and nab the Ill-Timed Explosion right now. I think it's mostly a question of how much Spell Pierce you want to play around. There's like max 1 to 2 copies in the deck. But if we just ramp into Dragon back Assault, that also does sweep up everything currently too. Attack again, alright. Down to 16. 1 mana suspiciously open. Could also Dragonstorm and then play around Spell Pierce. At least try to. Island or mountain? I think we'll try to go for this here. And set up maybe to Ill-Timed Explosion through a Spell Pierce. Meaning we're potentially binning the Ugin 4, 5, 6, 7. We could also Ugin next turn, although it's not amazing by itself. So there is stick here. It looks like, I thought about it. Cool. Colors-wise, we have plenty of green. I think we'll take more blue and red. We also have an island in hand. We'll take red and green, I guess. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana. 8 mana next turn. So we should be able to Dragon back Assault through 1 Spell Pierce. Or if they have an Oculus this turn, we could Ill-Timed Explosion and ditch the Ugin to sweep everything. Still 1 blue, suspiciously open, but we're going to play around Spell Pierce. Depends how big this toughness is. That's a 10. Okay. Well, it feels like now we have to do the Ill-Timed Explosion thing. Because Dragon back Assault is 1 damage short, sadly. You could make a Flying Dragon if you really wanted to. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, because we have to land first to get under Spell Pierce. Okay, so I think this is the play. We have to ditch... Yeah, I think they have the Spell Pierce, but it's not going to work. They do, in fact, have it. We will auto-pay. Could have 2 mana open here. Alright. The tap land can probably go, although we could play it out this turn for free. And then someone expensive has to go. Ugin life gain is not looking that bad, although we don't have any colorless cards to pair with it. Dragonstorm honestly pairs well with the other one. I think I'm going to ditch Ugin here. Get your life, draw a card. No, maybe it is this guy. 5 damage everywhere. Okay. We'll keep Ugin for the life gain. That's my argument there. We have nothing to do, so we'll just play out a tap land. Tirsa, hasty creature, and that will be game right there. They just suited up with the eidetic memory. Still a good game on our part. Ow. Okay. Probably a more fair game of Magic. Still fun, though. Still very fun. Alright, so the core question is, do we run it as is? I think the answer is yes. I think, to give you, Kai, credit, we're going to run you as is once in Ranked Mythic Standard. And then we'll take it back to the workshop, and we'll see how it goes. So this is your moment in the sun. This is your Make-A-Wish right here. Here we go. Standard ranked, best of 1. Currently ranked 3, I think. We'll see if I've decayed this morning. This is it. Maybe we'll go until we lose. So we'll see how long that takes. Again, a reminder, if you want to have your decks played by me, that is the currently the Garbage tier membership, which I think I'm going to rename to the Spicy Taco. I also have my first ever subscriber to the members to the Hall of Heroes. I got your email this morning. So I already have the first 2 people lined up in mind to play against me and to coach. But you are next in line for that. So, yeah, thank you very much. I forget your name. I just haven't, I just saw the email this morning. The username is Thine Self. And you just emailed me back, but I don't have time to read it right now, so I will read it in a bit. We are on the play. As the number 6 ranked player in the world, we've decayed quite a bit from where I arrived. I won't spoil it, but I did do a rank 1 push last night. Very, very tough. We're on the play, which makes the counterspell a little bit better. And we have good mana, so I guess you keep this. Mostly because we're on the play. Like, I think his counterspells get a lot worse on the draw. So we open up blue here. It is mono red. Surprise! So, yeah, we're looking for Ill-Timed Explosion to carry the day, and we hope that destroying the hero doesn't just annihilate us. Counterspell is not looking amazing. I think we are holding on to the Spectral Denial here, as opposed to the Dragonstorm. Yeah, not a fan of that card. How about no? Auto pay? Okay, this is huge. If we just hit 4th land... to the face, down to 19. I don't think we're holding negate, so I think it is this. There are no 1-drops to hit, so it doesn't matter in terms of our ordering. Just looking to hit 1 more land for Ill-Timed Explosion. I think negate can for sure go. Call of the Spirit Dragon. Probably not the right matchup for you, friend. You will have your day in the sun. It ain't gonna be this one, though. Oh, we just discard 1 card. Alright, well, it's probably gotta be Call of the Spirit Dragons, right? Let's see. Indestructible. I don't think it's it. I don't think it's it. Okay. Alright, we hold up in red. I'll hold full control too, so they don't know. If you don't do this, it auto-passes turn. But we do it like this. The opponent is suspicious that we have something to cast for single red. So maybe they won't go for Monstrous Rage, whereas otherwise they might. We'll hold priority here for a sec. Let it resolve. They go for the village. Potentially they are worried about, you know, the torch or whatever, so they don't invest a extra card into it. Who knows if that decision helps or not, but we are playing to it. To 15 we go. But we go right into the sweeper. We can ditch the negates, which I didn't want to have in my hand anyway. I don't think you Dragonstorm. Next sweeper's good. Negate 1 can go. I think negate 2 can go also. I just don't think that's how we get out of this. Keep the land and the next sweeper. Okay, 2 damage a pop. Take 2 off the hero. It's not the end of the world. Like, it's not great. It's one of the reasons why red sweepers are not as good these days, is you still get punished off the sweep, which sucks. Nemesis up the top is always very rough. Another hero. Okay. Another negate showing up. Alright, well, we have to deal 4 damage here. I mean, ideally we hit a 3-drop so we take less damage off the Nemesis. Life is tough. Get over it. Okay, so 1 Dragonstorm for 4 damage, and then a land. I don't think we need the swamp for that random dragon card. We'll keep the rest of the lands. So we take 4 damage off the Nemesis and an extra 1 off the hero. So we drop 5 damage here. We drop to 5. Play out the land. Dude is giving me the emotes playing mono red. I guess he's mad that we swept, but I mean, I don't think we're coming out of this alive. Lightning strike to the face for 3. And a burst lightning shock for the last bit. All right. That's okay. Look, this is about what you expect. This is why most of my videos are unedited, you know? Otherwise, I could just edit out these games. But Kai, this was your day in the sun. We're going to tweak it up, and I'm going to show you what I would do to make it more competitive for Best of 1 Standard. It's going to be tough. Teamer is one of the worst color combinations in Standard right now. But I do love the deck. It's very, very fun. So let's go to the decks here. I'm going to talk about what I would do to change it. So this is my V2 I've already done just to kind of speed up the process. And, you know, it's going to be tough no matter what, but this is roughly what I'm looking at. So, Heart of the Soul that we're keeping, I'm keeping a single Call the Spirit Dragons only because you put it in there. Otherwise, I would not play this card ever. It has no impact on the battlefield for 5 mana. There aren't necessarily any dragons to, like, immediately pump up on turn 5. Like, this is a late game card. And then collecting 5 dragons is a lot to ask. And if you have already collected 5 dragons that are 4/4s, right, that's already 20 damage. So you probably don't need to win the game off the Call the Spirit Dragons. But it is a spicy card in a spicy deck, so we're leaving a 1 of there. I cut all of the Ugins. Like, the Ugins do pair with the 3-drop Dragonstorm Globe you have, but that's the only card it really pairs with. It's a solid card, but if we're trying to cut space for early interaction for the mono-red game, we just saw it. This is one of the cards I cut. I also cut the Dragonback Assault down to 2. It's a sweet card when it does the thing, but I don't think we need too many in there. I think 1 or 2 as a late game finisher is just fine. Dragonstorm I kept at 3 or 4. I forget what you had. Again, it's not as good as it looks, I think, because you can totally whiff, but I'm trying to keep a lot of the Heart of the Soul of the deck alive, so we're going to leave that in there. I liked the Ill-Timed Explosion a lot. I took out basically all the counter spells. I took out all the negates, as you saw against Mono Red. Like, yeah, negate's not very good in Best of 1 Standard if 30% of Standard is Mono Red. To your credit, like, the Steel Cutter is a now relevant spell to counter, but if you're on the draw, then they just play it on 2, and then your negate is useless. So I don't think negate is very good at all main decked in Best of 1. It is a great Best of 3 kind of sideboard card. I also got Spectral Denial. Like, this card is honestly, I think, better than negate because it's more flexible, but we're basically going to make space for Torch's Tower instead. The other thing I did is I took out Roiling Dragonstorm. Solid card, but I think what I want to go is into kind of a Beanstalky package if you want to play this late game stuff. So we got 4 Beanstalks on 2. We also have the Hornlocked Whale, another interaction piece on 2. It's also a 6-drop creature. You can hit it off the Dragonstorm, and you can discard it to the explosion to do big sweeps. I'm running 4 copies of the Cornucopia, which I think is one of the best things I'm going to do to your deck. Like, yes, if they pull off the Nemesis thing, then cut off life gain for the rest of the game. That's not great. But we have a lot of multiple pipped cards here. The Ill-Timed Explosion will gain you 2 life. God forbid we cast Call the Spirit Dragons. That'll gain us 5 life. And the each Dragonback Assault will gain us 3 life back. So there's a lot of life to be gained off the Cornucopia. So that's basically what I'm replacing your Dragonstorm Globe with. Running 4 copies of Brotherhood's End to get that early sweep. Again, red is painful sweeping these days because even if you kill a Heartfire hero, they still implode and deal damage to your face. So it is not perfect, but I think it's worth running. And then we're also throwing in 4 copies of the Overlord of the Hauntwoods. Helps ramp you between this and the Cornucopia right into your 5-drop and 6-drop plays, and does pair with the Beanstalk as well. So this is what we're going to run here. I also picked up the mana base a little bit. I took out basically all of the basics and just put in a bunch of rare lands that I think will be a bit smoother. I also threw in 1 Mistrise Village because if you're going to be playing a deck that is over the top with expensive spells, your worst nightmare is cheap counter spells, and this will give us a little bit of insurance against that. So we have a lot of time left. I don't know. I don't know if we just run. I guess we just run into the rank queue, right? We just call it for what it is. If I get too sad, but I think at some point you just have to say, you know, the rank, it doesn't matter. It's just a number. I've already done the thing. Rank standard, Best of 1, Kai GV2. At some point you're just like, all right, we're doing it for the bit. We're here for the boys. We're here to do the subscriber deck. Let's just run it down in ranked Mythic Standard, and if you lose, it's okay. It is what it is. But that first game against Demon Slayer, very hot. We'll see if this does any better. Cornucopia is also good. In general, 3-drop, you know, mana rocks or whatever are good with 1-drop interactive pieces like Torch's Tower, because you can go turn 3 and still have 1 mana open for 1-drop play. So a little bit more efficiency in your curve there. We're on the play. We have green and Beanstalk and Hauntwoods and double green. Looking good to me. I like everything about this hand. against the Nerium. I do want to call out the next fast land. It's not bad on 3. Already have 3, 4. Yeah, I think it's fine. Just to guarantee we go into Dragonstorm. I don't know if you need it. I do want to call out, if you join the Hall of Heroes tier, or any tier, if you send me an email that necessitates a response, just be really clear about what you're looking for. Discard a card. I think we could discard a land here. Explosion is not bad against what they're doing. We just curve out into Dragonstorm is quite good though, right? Maybe we'll ditch a sweeper. This could be a mistake. Alright, so that is second green source into Beanstalk, help recuperate the Nightmare cost. Another explosion. Next fast land means you won't necessarily go right into turn 5 plays. It's mono black. This is great for us. I mean, mono black discard is perfect if we're running the Beanstalk. I think we'll ditch another sweeper, keep the lands. Technically, it's a draw too, though. But it's fine with me. That can kill artifacts, of which there are none. Next fast land. Play a Hauntwoods, ramp up, take a Beanstalk draw. Cool, I like that card. I don't think they'll be able to answer the enchantment, so once it comes down, it's just a clock until we get him dead. Liliana Plus is awkward though, because you don't actually deal enough damage to it.
Happy to help, don't overthink things.
I think I want to keep the Dragonstorm in case we top deck the land. The Assault might have to go here, or we can bin the end. Maybe we'll run it like this. Okay, we don't hit the next land, but the Beanstalk is okay. But we are going to need an answer to the Liliana at some point. Well, looks like either way we'll be able to slow it down. If we hit the untapped land, we can Assault. If not, we can Dragonstorm. Discard another card. I guess we're just holding on to Dragonstorm at this point. Hoping it carries the day. I hope they don't have us discard our last card, that'll be sad.
We all have things we'd rather.
I mean, we gotta keep the playable here. If last card is Hopeless Nightmare, I'm gonna be so sad. No, it's just level up the talent. Alright, down to 14. It's another land. Does this shuffle the deck? Do we Surveil after? Where do these cards go? Oh, they're exiled for good. Interesting. Okay, we'll Surveil after, I think. The Beanstalk. Okay. Great. Maybe they will be forced to Liliana minus here. That would put them in range of a Brotherhood's End, so all this would be really good for us. Nope, they do have a removal spell. Okay. Still. Take the Surveil. I think we're good on colors. You never turn down the Beanstalk, right? How could you? I don't think you turned that down. So yeah, just be really clear about what you want in the email. It was kind of unclear from one of the emails I got if they wanted me to A, play a deck like this, B, play against them, or B, coach, or C, coach them. The land can go. Alright, we have to Brotherhood and to just keep them off the ult. Let's start with this. As long as we have triple red, we do. Okay, we can drop one more here. That does not hit Planeswalkers. We could leave this to discard. I think we'll just discard the ill-timed explosion, though. 3 damage to each creature and each Planeswalker. So we just keep them all with the ult.
You know, I think that was a
And with quadruple Beanstalk, I think we're going to be okay. Okay, minus is fine.
Haven't you ever heard?
Sheldred is a card. Alright, looks like we're going to ill-timed explosion this turn, I think. Lose a decent chunk of life, but I think it must be done. Draw 2, lose 4 life. 35 cards left. I like the cornucopia. I don't know if we need it. We could bin these guys and cast the Dragonstorm this turn. Do you think it's worth it? 6 damage. Down to 8 life left. Play the land, play the Dragonstorm, draw 4. Gotta watch out for decking, but certainly a lot of value. Land. Hey, the Call of the Spirit Dragon, one of. Showing up, baby. Let's go. Torch. Oh my gosh. Beautiful. Just regular, yeah? How big is Liliana? Just one? Yeah. As far as whiffing off the Dragonstorm goes, that was a really nice whiff. So now we have a random Call of the Spirit Dragon. I don't really know what to make of this. Down to 29 cards. We do need to keep a total on that. What do we have for win cons left? Are both of our Dragonback Assaults... Now, looks like there's one more left. Okay. 2 to the bottom. Mistrise Village. Well, we can start here. Get back 5 life off of our random-ass Call of the Spirit Dragons. Draw 4, just watch the decking. Gain 5 life. Yes, please. There's a win con. Some lands to pair with the win con. Yeah, this is all fine by me. We do have to be careful about decking ourselves at this point. Like, we can surveil, but I'm not so aware we're going to bin too much here. As I say that, I'm going to bin this. Because I think one Dragonback Assault and then only play land the rest of the game could be enough to win this. They scoop! Alright, Kai G, your first win as the number 7 ranked player in Standard. Well done to you. Obviously not a mono-red opponent, but not every opponent is going to be mono-red. I think I'll keep the deck with what I got. I mean, if you really want to tune it up, I'm telling you, the random Spirit Dragon is not it. I think we could keep the Assault and bin the, you know, we could keep... I think Call of Spirit Dragon is just so bad. It's just, I just don't think we want to play this card. Anything else would be better here. Even just like another ill-timed Explosion. You could even put in like another 2-drop or like another Dragonback Assault. If we're just trying to keep with the heart and soul of the deck, I think that's fine. The Spirit thing is just, it's too much. It's too much for my heart to take. So we'll do that small change. Hop back right into it. Ranked Standard Best of 1, Kai GV2. Joe Jarrell says in the comment section, it's frustrating that there are some really fun and interesting decks you can put together, but they just can't survive this current meta. And yes, I understand that some decks just aren't tier 1 material, but it should be more than 4 decks total. Sad cry face. You can win at everything. I honestly don't think... I've explained this before. It's not really the power level that bothers me. It's the frequency with which I play against it. Like, I don't mind that Mono Red wins 60%, and there are a bunch of B tier decks that win, I don't know, between 52 and 55%. It's less, but it's not 20% less, right? It's a couple percentage points less. You definitely can win a lot of those things. It's more so, you know, I don't love playing against the same thing every single time. So it's a frequency thing for me, not a power level. Yes, the power level of perfect turn 1 hero, turn 2 Manifold Mouse is annoying, but it's the frequency with which I play against it that is actually the thing that I have light beef with. But overall, I am still having lots of fun with Standard. We also might have to switch to best of 3 soon. So I've explained before, I have to disappear tomorrow to a baby shower, which I'll try to film videos ahead of. And then the next qualifier event weekend is next weekend, and it is Alchemy. So I think I will give it a go. I think I'll continue to put up my normal Standard videos at like 11 a.m. And then maybe in the afternoons, I might put out a best of 3 Alchemy video. I know you guys may or may not watch it, but I think I'll try to get in shape for that. Like, I might as well give it. But then the one after that, I think, is back to Standard. I think the next month is best of 3 qualifier event Standard. So I might spend all of next month doing lots of best of 3 and actually legitimately give that a go. Because the past several qualifier events, it's just like a couple days before I do my best to learn Sealed or Alchemy or whatever. We're on the play. We don't have double red. We do have Cornucopia. It's honestly not awful against a lot of things. It's terrible against control. I think I'm going to keep this one. If it's red and we can, like, Cornucopia into multiple Brotherhood's End, that is the second red, but we're good here with the Cornucopia? Like, let's have some insurance against something else. It's a green deck. Okay. Very interesting. Fast land, do nothing. Green and blue Simic Herd Heirloom. Unfortunately, it feels like Brotherhood's End is not going to be very good. So here we can Cornucopia and hold Open Torch for what it's worth. Which is why having 1-drops with your 3-drop brand source is pretty good in general. World Wagon. All artifacts with mana value 3 or less. That does in fact qualify. Okay, fast land. Let's get it done. Destroy all artifacts with mana value 3 or less. Gain a life. Whew. We do kill our own Cornucopia, which I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really think about that happening. That was not part of my anticipated move. But worth it, I guess? I think we kill the sucker again. I don't really want to take 6 to the face and help ramp them. All artifacts. Mana value 3 or less. Those are kind of a non-mode together. I mean, I think you still have to play both, but I'm not gonna lie, I did not process that. Well, I mean, if he wanted to ramp into something, he is getting it. Untap land off the top would be nice. Let us Beanstalk. I think we're still killing the World Wagon. It is a fast land here. I mean, if they're out of creatures... we could kill the 4/3 instead. But I think we still have to kill the artifact here. All artifacts. Mana value 3 or less. Because we have lots of other sweepers that deal with creatures. But the artifact is going to sit under all of the ill-timed explosion and dragon back assaults. Oh boy. So they want to tap that with the World Wagon. God knows what expensive, greedy stuff they have in hand. I mean, they are ramping like crazy. So the Beanstalk or Torch? Or, sorry, Beanstalk or Dragonstorm? If we're lucky, we Dragonstorm into a sweeper, and then we're just totally happy, right? If we whiff, we're really sad. But they're about to put on a lot of pressure. I think we go for this. You do want red open in general. What is Auto Tapper doing here? Auto Tapper's not oh, sorry, that's the wrong card. Cool, let's read open red. Alright, never didn't have it. Alright, whatever. It's a whale. Does block at least. Bargain. We'd have to sack an artifact, enchantment, or token. We could sack the Dragonstorm. If we thought they were going to pull off a big Kona turn or something. I think we just let the whale sit and wait for a sweeper. Let's hope they can't get past us here. They attack with everything. I will still block. They could just be throwing away the Kona. Okay, let's see what you got. Maybe like a little torch to pick off the whale. Nope, it's a backup Kona. Okay, weird. Yeah, hold on here. Another torch. So we could double torch this turn with enough red. That would give him multiple draws off the Surak, so that is not ideal. That is also not ideal. 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold the land. This is not a good position. We were taking 8 this turn. Hold the land in case we hit a dragon back assault. What else do we want to cast? Brotherhood's End is fantastic here. We already burned all of them. We do need a sweeper. I think we're going to hold the land. I'm not sure we need it to do a whole lot. Nothing really gets better by playing it. Okay, hope they whiff. Then we block the Surak here, and then we could double torch something. Attack all button. 2 blocks. Each you first. I mean, I imagine they can cast whatever they want. But we'll still double torch the Kona, I think. Like, I guess if they had Omniscience in hand, maybe it wouldn't work, but... Holding in there. It's their own Dragonback assaults. Lovely. Okay. Let's wait a beat. We'll sweep the dragons. Dude plays only 3 toughness creatures and also runs Dragonback assaults. That is interesting. I mean, we have to draw into something good here, I think. But it's time. I mean, you can bin the Dragonstorm, or you can keep it and run it back next turn. Oh, if they have a land, they have a threat. If they hit a non-land, they have a threat. I think you keep the Dragonstorm and do nothing here, so let's just decline. Take 4 at least. Okay. I mean, I don't want to discard this. Land, make a 4/4. Ramp like crazy. If they have any basics left, I guess their deck is entirely basics. To 1. Come on, baby. Let's start with the Dragonstorm. I mean, we have to hit a sweeper or we lose here. That's just the name of the game. So let's do it. Never didn't have it. That would have been the card to hit off the Dragonstorm. That is not it. Alright, so that is the loss here. 4 mana is several shorts, so that'll be game. This is a weird deck. Again, lots of 3-powered, 3 toughness creatures with the... Okay, good game. I'll give it to them. They can do the thing. It's okay. They can have their moment in the sun. Okay. All good. All good. That wasn't bad. Okay, we'll do a couple more here for the one and only Kaiji. I don't think there's anything else I would change right now. I think it's where I want it. Although the Brotherhood's End with the Cornucopia was an interaction I had not thought about. But it's pretty rare you want to sweep artifacts. I guess it's not really as much a nombo as you say, or I said, right? Like, the point of it in there is if there are artifacts to hit, that's great, but most of the time we're looking to just sweep up early creatures. So it was just unusual that we actually had a very relevant 3-drop artifact to hit. And also killed our poor Cornucopia. Roswell. When it goes first, we're on the draw. We have no green, which makes this unplayable, I think, because otherwise we do nothing until turn 4. Yeah, I think you have to mulligan this. This is a death by mono red kind of hand. Alright, we have double green. Yeah, this is fine. Then we put back 1 land. Maybe one of the fast lands in case we hit another fast land. Alright, let's do this thing. It's mono red, Boros version, turn 1 Heartfire hero. Okay, nothing to do on 1. We'll open up the whale for 2. And then hold on to a prayer. Uncontested Rage. I will say one thing about my rank 1 video, which will come out in a couple days whenever I finish editing it. The number of games that I tried to like hit a key rank up, like to get to the next diamond tier or whatever, and I was on the draw against mono red was absurd. It was wild and quite frankly very frustrating. It was the toughest speedrun to Mythic I've ever done. It took 12 plus hours and it was brutal. Let's see if I'll let it stick. Give this a go. See if he's got the rescue or not. He's touching it. No, not this time. That's great. Land? Okay. Swordmaster? Sure. This is not a basic land type. We'll just go fast land here. Ramp into Dragonstorm and hope that is sufficient to hit something nice. Again, this can be a little underwhelming. Like, we're about to hit super RNG. If we hit any of our 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 sweepers, we're gold, right? And if we hit anything else, maybe less gold. That is an interesting move, because if we do hit a sweeper here, we get back a 6/5 Hauntwoods, which is huge. Deal armor, it's a shit ton of damage. Take 9 this turn. Alright, I mean, this is it. If we had a guaranteed 5-drop, change the course of the game, this would be the time to have it, and instead we have Dragonstorm. It is not a deck building critique, this is like a card critique. The card is just like not as good as it looks. We could also Beanstalk Whale. I mean, if we whiff, we lose here. He has Ruckus in hands, though. I guess we could Whale away the Swordmaster, couldn't we? Depends where he puts the Ruckus, honestly. It's a less risky play. If we Dragonstorm, we whiff. It is game over, right? What would be the worst whiff? If we hit Cornucopia, we're dead. Hauntwoods is okay, although Menace is probably basically dead. Whale is okay. Assault is okay. Torch is not good. Beanstalk is a whiff. Okay, so we could go for the Whale play instead. Depends where they put the Ruckus. Which means we don't need... we only need 2 mana open here. Let's hope the last card is nothing. Let's hope Ruckus goes there. That's perfect. So now they move to attacks. And before we move to blocks, we do attempt this for what it's worth. Pay the ward 2. Do top stacks the rescue. Bro. Why? Why? Why do they have to top deck the rescue? So if they hadn't top decked the rescue, this would still have been a... Let's see, did they pump this up? Why did we get +1/+0? So that got +2 off of the enchantment entering any of this. So this would have been a 4/3, I think. And we would have bounced the Swordmaster, gotten back the Hauntwoods, and then blocked that. And that would have been a good setup. And then next turn we could have gone Dragonstorm, but the top deck of the rescue will get you. We're at the 48-minute mark. I am tempted to end here, but I think we'll run back one more. Just to try to get to that hour-long video for you guys. Damn. That would have been a really nice win to nab. Okay. Okay. Alright. Okay. Okay. It's all good. I do think that was the better play than trying to Dragonstorm. I think there are just too many whiffs. It's closer to 50-50. Whereas this was... They really specifically needed that card to get out, I think. There's some other things could have drawn. Like a next Shelter would have screwed us over. Maybe Rage would have been lethal. No, we still wouldn't be able to block. Yeah, I think that was the best play to make. The whiff would have been an auto lose, and this gave us very likely one more turn, plus like eat at least one creature, maybe both creatures. And it did not work out that way. Whew. Alright. One more to one ring to rule them all. The Warmonk says, in yesterday's spicy video, that first loss against the mouse deck made me feel unwell. Really getting tired of the mouse package and Monstrous Rage. Preaching to the choir, baby. We're on the play. We have Brothers at End. We have one red source. We have the Cornucopia. This is like a balanced hand. We kind of want one more land. It's definitely not awful, though. We'll keep this. It's definitely got all sorts of stuff. I don't think we're going to hold up in toward one Torch. We'll set up for turn 2 Whale instead. That's the next land. We want that. Alright, this is a very reasonable hand. It's against black. Fast land, don't need the Whale. Can go into Cornucopia here. Bat. That is a Torch target. No, thank you. Alright, the next fast land. the cornucopia, and then we're off to the races. So we'll see if we can deliver some results here. Liliana again. Who's going here? Explosion is not very good. Brotherhood End, like, is a temporary solution, right? Explosion at least, like, draws us into something. I think we'll give the land too, in case we hit a 5-drop. Another land. Explosion just a straight draw too, right? Gain some life. Discard nothing. Submit 0. Play out a fast land. Discard the next fast land, and then try to Dragonstorm our way in. If they completely tap out or something, we could let's do the whale for the whale. Okay. Tough. 5, 6. I think we're going for Dragonstorm. And hoping to hit something here. Otherwise we flash in the whale. I don't think that's the play. If they have any removal, we whiff everything. So I think we're just going for it here. Okay. Bottoms up. Gain a life. Don't whiff. Next one. Okay. Try again. Don't whiff. Beanstalk. I don't know what I wanted to see. I mean, Dragonstorm Assault would be nice, I guess. But we are once again staring down the Liliana threat. That can be swept, but we are still staring down the ultimate problem here. The Liliana ult. And we drop to 19. Into Beanstalk. So I think our dream outcome is to ill-timed explosion into anything to keep off the Liliana, right? I think that's where we're starting here. -6 separate all permanents. Target player controls into 2 piles. Yeah, it's not so good for us. Okay, let's try to hit like a torch tower here or something. We have to discard the whale. Dragonback Assault. Yeah, I mean, you'd be good the next turn. I think both whales go. Keep the Beanstalk. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we'll keep the Beanstalk here. We'll see if they plus or minus. Maybe they're a little greedy. We'll play this out and draw a fresh card. Okay. If they plus, we get to pull off the Assault and live another day. So that's the question. Minus and neuter us? No, they plus. Okay.
Drop it.
Game's far from over. But we do get another turn here. And we get multiple draws off the Assaults. Hauntwoods. Okay, here we come. Keep Liliana off for a turn. Gain like a good chunk of life here. Take the action. It's a land. Pairs well with the Assault. Another land. Okay. We don't kill anything. We do make a 4/4. Bounce this back to hand. Alright. Game goes on, for sure. I think we ditched the Hauntwoods. Keep the Dragonstorms. We're officially in the game. It's 22 to 22. They have a big Planeswalker, but that was a huge turn for us. Oh, they minus. Okay. If we hit a sweeper here, we could pick off Liliana or like a torch or something. So we want to go Dragonstorm first and then land and bounce it back to hand. Down to 12. That's nasty. All right. Dragonstorm first. Right, then land, then bounce. Okay. A life. Double draws. Next Dragonstorm. That's a good card if we had the untap land. Too bad. Torch. Let's go. Right? It's a 2 loyalty. Okay. 1 problem solved. Nice.
With friends.
Land for turn. Make a dragon. I mean, I guess we'll bounce it. I guess we have to. Next land. Don't need that. We have one in hand already, so I think ditch that one. We're close to dead. They're going to kill this thing. Then Edict. Swing for 6. Drop us to 7. Dome, Dome, drop us to 3. Duress. I don't know. I can take a Brotherhood's End, I guess, but... Slashers and other threats. To side the Brotherhood's End. Alright. I mean, we're closing on the close. We put up a good fight. It comes down to this very turn. They draw 2, which sucks. We drop to 3. Next cornucopia, do we have space for that? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So technically, yes. Or we could Brotherhood's End this turn. I mean, I think we Dragonstorm first. Because if we hit a sweeper, we could get a free sweeper and then Brotherhood's End the rest of the 6/6. So I think this is what happens here. Gain life. That could be relevant. Let's see what we hit here. A 6/6 whale. This isn't... We could block the slasher and bounce the other 6/6. I mean, ooh. We have no untap land. So we are 1 short. So if they attack with a 6/6, we bounce it. If they do nothing, we lose. We have nothing at instant speed. I think we have to assume that they make a dragon. There's no way to get the untapped land here. We could sweep, but if they kill the dragon, we lose. I think they're going to be greedy. I think we do nothing, and we hold the whale for the token. I think that's where we're at here. At least 1 Dragonstorm can go. I don't think we ever need more than 2. 2 is the max we could ever cast in 1 turn. We might want the Sweeper next turn. Beanstalks in general is good. I think the Hauntwoods is maybe one of the worst cards here. We have enough threats off of our Dragonstorm. Okay. So if they kill the 4/4 and attack for 6 to try to go for lethal, then we get to Whale, bounce the 6/6 token, and they don't get the end of turn triggers. This sucks. Again, if they're smart, they just end turn right here and automatically win because we have no instance. That's the gambit we're making. All they have to do is end turn. Nope, they go for the attack. Dum found. And if they have 1 more demon, again, they do just win here. Actually, now we go up to 5. Take the action. Flip that NX. Then we go to 1, though. Because we're able to cast a spell. We have no 6-drop to bend to the ill-timed explosion. But we could do multiple sweeps if we had to. If they have any demon, we just lose, though. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 mana here. We could play Cornucopia first, then. And no Dragonstorm this turn. We could attack here if we're going to sweep everything. Otherwise, we risk the Dragonstorm play. This is much better for us if they do this. Because now we only need a little baby sweep to get through. This is huge, actually. Okay, that's fantastic, actually. Now we could start with, like, a Dragonstorm. How much mana would that be? So we have 9 mana. 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11. We're 1 short of that. No, I think we're priced into the explosion. I think it's Cornucopia Explosion here. Hope they don't have the next demon. Or if we went 6? 11. No, we don't have enough mana for that. Okay. I think we're starting here. Gain a life. 7 mana. I think it's this next. Gain 2 life. We go up to 4. Fast lane, we only need 3 damage here. Super's been good so far. Maybe the Hauntwoods actually goes. Okay. I mean, if they have any demon, they do just win here still. We already gained our 1 life per turn, so we can't get up to 5. We have no instance. So if they play any demon here and end the turn, we do lose. It's demon. We tried. We tried. That is game. Okay, we will wrap it up there. Cool. Thank you so much, Kai G, for submitting the deck. We did our best to pilot it in ranked Mythic Standard. Teamer is one of the hardest color combinations to make work in ranked Standard at all. I did try to trim down your deck from the Ugin over the top to something that'll be a little more viable. So if you want to try it, feel welcome to. If you, watching this, want to have your deck played, or you want to play against me or whatever, look at the membership options. If you just want me to play your deck, that is currently the garbage tier. We might rename it to the spicy taco tier. And then if you want me to play with you or coach you, that is looking at the Hall of Heroes tier. So yeah, if you enjoyed today's video, like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next one.